Hey everybody, it's time for your review video for your first 7th grade unit on weather and the scientific method in the atmosphere. So let's start at the beginning. With the scientific method, you're going to want to understand what dependent and independent variables are. You're going to want to understand what a hypothesis does. You're going to want to know that sometimes when you get an answer to a science experiment, it leads to another science experiment. Be able to tell which group is the control group and which group is the experimental group. Think about ways that you can measure stuff with the experimental group, thermometers, things like that. I know there's at least one question about that. And think about the purpose of the scientific method. It's to gather data to understand things, not to answer the big questions, because even one experiment isn't enough to answer those types of things. When you get into the atmosphere, you're going to want to know the 4 layers of the atmosphere, basically everything from your poster. You're going to want to know the main gases that make up our atmosphere. Obviously, the 2 big ones are nitrogen and oxygen. You're going to want to know about where weather happens. You're going to want to know about global winds, the polar easterlies, the westerlies, the doldrums, the horse latitudes, all those things. You're going to want to know about like the high pressure and low pressure bands. The 2 pictures we drew. You're also going to want to know about, let me think, about how hurricanes form, how tornadoes form, the Coriolis effect. You're going to want to know about how to read a weather map, which is kind of what we've just been doing. Know that high pressure is usually cold air and it's coming down, so that usually means nice weather because it pushes all the clouds out. Low pressure is going up. It's usually warmer air, but that also means rain or bad weather. Know what wind is, how sea breezes and land breezes and mountain breezes and valley breezes, how they form and move. Let's see what else. You're going to want to understand how weathermen do their job, how meteorologists do their job, how they can predict things, what they look for. You're going to want to know about the ozone layer, how we've depleted it with the chlorofluorocarbons, the CFCs. You're going to want to know about acid rain and how we can, fix those sorts of things by reducing, reusing, recycling, carpooling, using less fossil fuels, using renewable resources. There's all sorts of things we could do. And I'm sure there are things I missed, but the main idea is anything from your notes. And if you've watched this far, the bonus question, the answer is going to be Baby Ruth, the candy bar. You'll know when you hear the question, but that's going to be your answer. So hope you had some useful study time. I hope this helped. If you need me, you know how to get in touch with me, and good luck on Friday. Good night.